who's as adamant about his or her position as I am about mine, whom you think is sharp. Seriously, we know that. And another thing, we heard him say that... Hey sports fans, Larry Elder here, and welcome to yet another edition of And Another Thing. This is edition number 46, if I'm not mistaken. I want all new Eldorados to go to LarryElder.com, sign up, fill out the form, become an Eldorado. You're going to get a copy of Michael and Me. What is Michael and Me? You never heard of Michael and Me? It's my award-winning DVD where we confront Michael Moore, and I ask him 3 times how many times Americans used guns to defend themselves, and 3 times, well, you have to get the DVD to find out how he responds. Michael and Me, LarryElder.com. Now for And Another Thing. As of right now, this is about less than 2 weeks of the government semi-shutdown. The reason I say semi-shutdown is because 83% of federal government is still working. This is a 17% shutdown. Let's call it a diet. Let's call it a slim fast, as some people have. But the Republicans are being blasted away by the Democrats, by people over at MSNBC, Hee-Haw, by people over at CNN as anarchists, as hijackers. Harry Reid is the one who used the term anarchist. And the reason I mention Harry Reid it's because it's one thing to set up straw men that people often do where they find some yahoo from the party who says something stupid and that person represents what the party says. That happens all the time. It's called setting up a straw man. Harry Reid is the majority leader in the Senate. He's no rummy, and he has referred to the Tea Party Republicans as anarchists. You know what an anarchist is? An anarchist is something that doesn't want government at all. Now, why would somebody run for office to serve in government if he doesn't believe in government? I mean, it's just, now it would be funny if it was just normal campaign rhetoric, but let me tell you what the deeper problem here is. Larry, I just finished the rereading of Atlas Shrugged. I had not read the book in 30 years since my school days. Many things in the book read like true fiction back then, yet in today's world, it reads like a book that was just published. What is your impression of this book as it relates to current events? Well, Atlas Shrugged, for those of you who don't know, was written by Ayn Rand, the famous objectivist. It was about a group of business people on whom the rest of society depended, who shrugged and said, we're not going to be used anymore. We're not going to be burdened anymore. We're not going to, you're not going to build your society on the backs of our labor anymore. And so they booked and they left and they basically went on strike. And that's what Atlas Shrugged was all about. And the reason it relates to today is because as you know, one of the talking points against Mitt Romney when he ran for president this last time was he gave that speech behind closed doors before supporters and said, my economic message of limited government and low taxes is not going to resonate with 40% of the electorate because 40% of the electorate doesn't pay any federal income taxes. And he's right about that. And that means that 47%, soon more than 50%. I hope you enjoyed this small excerpt. If you want to see the full video, got to be an Eldorado. Go to my website, LarryElder.com, log in, fill out the form. It'll cost you about $4.75 a month, or about the price of a mocha frappuccino latte at your favorite coffee house. As you can tell, I don't like coffee. I'm a tea drinker. See you next time.